What does 10% cerebral capacity look like? This is in Lucy, they have scenes like this. Most everything we have accomplished as a species is derived from a 10% access to our full potential. Like skyscrapers, automobiles, factories, schools, churches, families, etc. All the things we've done through history, right? We're amazing. A+, right? Everybody, life is good. We've done a lot of cool things. I get in arguments with my brother. He's like, oh, you're such a hippie. Like, what about all the good stuff? I'm not saying the good stuff's not good. I'm saying, how can we make it better? Sorry, I'm sure how it works. How can we make it better? Just because it's really good, probably better than it's ever been. How can we make it better? What's wrong with asking that question? We should all thank our ancestors for their contribution to the human portfolio. So, no disrespect.
What was that? Go back?
This is a cool picture. So I was trying to find something of the tree of life, right? So our ancestors. Right? He's seen it with his own eyes. Okay, so with all these wonderful accomplishments, right, the skyscrapers and this and everything we've done with 10% capacity, right? What would 100% look like? And feel like, and smell like, and taste like, and sound like? What would it be like? That 100%. You know, like why did everybody come? Because you wanted to expand yourself, right? How do you expand yourself?
No joke. Are you kidding me? Is that simple? Like, it comes down to that in a certain level on a lot of levels. It really comes down to our breath. As I keep talking about it. Because I forget constantly. I take showers, breathe, breath. This is like the entire vision I've seen the world like this with my own eyes. This is an artist's representation of things that many people have seen. This guy right here. All symbolism in art is a representation of the experiences that people have. They're symbols, right? This isn't what it actually looks like. It's even more detailed than this. And it moves.
Anyways, every single cell of the body breathes. All of them. All day, all night. If we were to restrict the airflow intake of any machine down to 10% of full capacity, that machine output would reduce to 10% efficiency or less, right? If you take a car and block off 90% of its intake, what do you think happens to the engine? Yeah, it's blow the heck out. And then nobody will buy the car from it because you have to replace the whole engine. It's worthless. Conversely, if we were to increase air intake for any machine to 100%, which is the ideal for engineering, and they can never fully achieve it. The problem with heat machines is they always heat up. That's the biggest problem with machines and vibration. But we actually like it. Our bodies love it. Heat and vibration, that's what heals us, right? Certain vibrations, certain temperature levels of heat. Like heat is health. Remember, V equals P minus O. Vitality, air pressure, minus obstruction. Or, I'm sorry, vitality equals air pressure minus the obstruction. Because I might be able to do a lot of breathing exercises, but my heart's all clogged up, my brain's all clogged up, my kidneys, my liver, everything's clogged up. Maybe I can still do deep breaths. I'm an athlete, I can run marathons, I play football, whatever, and have a heart attack when I'm 42. Because I'm still obstructed, right? And everybody says, oh, what about those guys in Africa that run all the time and they eat meat all the time? Oh, sorry, I didn't say meat, but they eat a lot of saturated fat, maybe more than most people will be able to handle without having a heart attack early in life. But they're able to somehow survive in the older years. I forget the name of them, probably knows. There's a tribe in Africa, it's somewhere in Ethiopia. Anyways, what it is Maasai. The Maasais they have genetically larger arteries. They're able to dilate their arteries further. But when they measure the plaque on their arteries compared to the normal Western people with that same diet, it's the same amount of plaque. It's just that they're able to dilate their arteries because they run as a culture. So they can get away with more. But us sitting at the computer, that same level of coding, you're barely getting any blood flow, to go through. They can make it go, stretch it out, right?
Well, so the Maasai, I know they walk long distances. They are hunters, but then they also have their own animals as well, and they do utilize the milk and the blood.
A lot of animal fat, and they have saturated clogged arteries, but they have a genetic propensity for larger arteries, so they can handle more plaque. And that's just how they get away with living so long. For other reasons. Okay, so that is, we have only talked about the P variable in Professor Arnold Ehret's equation. We've been talking about the air pressure so far, right? Breathing, exercise, all the stuff. The ratio of O, obstruction, to P, air pressure, is our next consideration. So what is the relationship? If every ounce of overnourishment and toxic accumulation were removed from our bodies, so we had no obstruction whatsoever, which is possible, the air we breathe would be unobstructed, totally unobstructed, from reaching our cells at optimal, the true use of the term, optimal rates, right? That is, if obstruction O is completely removed, we can breathe in full silence. And up till then, we're just waiting for that full deep breath, right? All of us. Take a deep breath, honey, you're freaking out, right? But even still, it's going through an obstructed system, so it's not that full, you know?